So guys, welcome back to the channel. Quick video for you, the Traxx Prismatic Projector wireless speaker, another product from Five Below. It does have LED lights, as you can see. Not much more to it outside of that. Won't even tell me the battery life on the outside. 52mm drivers, USB powered. So with that being said, let's check to see if this is actually worthwhile, if it's worth the asking price, and if you should purchase it for pretty much whoever you want to. So guys, this is the product right here. This is the box, everything that came inside of it. Let me stick this back here so you guys can still see it. Little product placement right here. Everything that you see right here is what comes with it, including the instructions. Now, if you're wondering, unfortunately, this Bluetooth is dead completely at the moment, but I'm going to charge it up and show you how it looks when I go through the syncing process. So don't worry, you will see it lit up. Now, if you look at the bottom, I'm guessing the speaker is right here. The speaker itself is on the bottom part. The top is a little flimsy, but this is made, if I say don't crush this, when you take it out of the box, be aware that it's not a hard plastic speaker. You don't want to put anything on top of this and crack it and then you have a damaged product. Now, from my understanding, this part in the middle lights up, as you see right here in the camera, and the reflection allows this to light up, similar to how you see in the picture right here, and we're going to check it out in a moment, but I just wanted to talk to you about this. Now, this is the weird part. I don't understand why it's this way. All it says is 52mm drivers. It says right here, Bluetooth 5.0 USB powered. So my guess is that this doesn't have a battery life, but instead is supposed to stay plugged up at all times. And I want to verify that in the next section of the video so you guys don't have to. But anyway, with that being said, I like the way it looks so far. I mean, it is a $7 product. Physically, it's aesthetically pleasing. I mean, I don't know what anybody's really expecting with Five Below products, but I think it's actually pretty cool looking. And I do want to see if it does have that projection where maybe it shoots up to the ceiling or something like that. Not too sure. But let's go into the next section where I want to show you how it looks plugged up, and we're going to sync it in real time. So the syncing process is pretty simplistic. I'm actually using another Metro branded product. You know, I use the products that I actually test so that you can show how authentic this channel actually is. But that's enough of that. Right here, you're here for the speaker. So for whatever reason, it seems like this does not have the ability, like it doesn't have a built-in charger into it, but instead you just plug it up like so. The little red light will come on right here. Apologize, it's a very short cord, so I had to do it this way. And you hit it on.
Power on.
It says power on, and it looks like the lights do actually change. So what I'm going to do right here is, unfortunately where I am, I can't actually turn the lights off. I'm currently at work at the moment, so, you know, kind of be aware of that. Apologize for that one. But it's pretty simplistic. It's pretty cool looking. I like it. Now, because of the colors, let me kind of just put this at an angle so you can see it. The color spectrum that you see here, if you look at the light is constantly changing. It's like white, blue, it changes different colors, right? Red, and when it changes, the color spectrum will change along with it. So it's kind of like stained glass. That's basically how it looks. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you the process of how to sync the actual Bluetooth. So let's go to the settings. We're going to go to Bluetooth, and it should automatically be in pairing mode. That's my guess, because there's no physical button outside of on and off. There's nothing else here, no volume. This says the TX Halo Bluetooth speaker, BT SPK, that's Bluetooth speaker. Because everything else is TVs right here, and where I'm working, I don't see any TVs. I'm guessing this is probably have something to do with the TVs that's located in the gallery, the fashion district, things like that. I work downtown Philadelphia. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on this, and let's see if it syncs.
Connected.
All right, so that's what it is. It's the TX Halo BT SPK Bluetooth speaker. So very simplistic, very easy to sync. Like we already discussed, this does not have any type of battery life. It has to be plugged in at all times. So for some people that don't move their Bluetooth at all, this could be ideal. Though I did kind of expect to have some type of Bluetooth battery life. But more importantly, how does it sound? Let's check that out right now. Music time. I'm going to go into the files. I'm going to play some YouTube friendly music, just so you know. This is music that you can actually find on YouTube Studio. So it should be okay for, let's say you're doing a test video on YouTube and you don't want to do anything that's copyrighted, or if you didn't make it yourself, you can receive not necessarily a copyright strike, but someone could claim the song and say it's theirs. So with that being said, I'm going to play Anno Domini first, and then we're going to play something that has some type of audio. Actually, no. This is it, Warzone. Let's do Just Once. So far it sounds very clear, and this does have 52mm drivers, so I'm expecting some type of decent sound. Beat drop. Sounds pretty good. All right, turn it up. Oops, I hit the lock button. That's my mistake, guys. All right, hit the volume. Sound okay. All right. Turn that down. Okay. First song sounds pretty clear. Going to be honest with you guys, I was not expecting this to be a decent speaker. It was Traxx. I heard of the name brand. I did a couple products of theirs over the year or two since I had a YouTube channel, though I'm not really a huge fan of their products for the most part, at least the regular price. But this isn't bad. This is not bad at all. It is $5 below $7. I'm going to play something else in a moment, but let me just tell you what I heard in real time, because what you guys are hearing might sound good on the YouTube video, but what I'm feeling is a different story. So when I did pick up the speaker, I did feel the vibration of the speaker itself. It does have a decent amount of bass to it. Obviously, it can't replace a subwoofer. It's never going to replace a beat pill or anything like that, obviously, but that's not what you're buying this for. I'm thinking you're getting it because you want a speaker that's affordable, that you can listen to podcasts, YouTubes, whatever. You can even hook this thing up, technically, I would assume, because it's Bluetooth, you can hook it up to like a computer, keep it plugged in, and use this as a sound source. Now, I'm not saying that you should, because there are other speakers that you can get for $10, $15, $20 that have a full subwoofer set that would do you more justice, but this isn't bad for $7. So let me play something else. I'm trying to think, what song can I play that has words? Try this one. Very clear. This is very, very clear. It's super surprising. I was not expecting this. Let me skip for a little bit. Even the vocals are very clear. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Now I want to do one more test. I'm going to unplug this while it's still on. Yep, so my theory was correct. This speaker cannot charge itself. It is not battery operated in a traditional way where it holds a battery life. It has to stay plugged up. No big deal. Now, in terms of music, the bass is there. Like I said before, it doesn't have, I think I said this before, because sometimes I think things and don't quite say it on video. It doesn't have the most amazing bass, obviously. It does sound good though. It's actually proportionate based on the speaker's volume. And it does a good job of actually being forceful enough where you can hear each instrument. And what I mean by that, the bass isn't overpowering. Some speakers, sometimes the bass can be overpowering over the vocals of the song. You heard it yourself in real time. It actually sounds pretty good in my opinion. I like the vocals. I think that even at a higher octave, if it's turned up or turned down, because I did test this off screen also, just so you guys know, for songs that are copyrighted, it did a really good job. I like the fact that when it's let's say a song does audio like R&B or something, you can hear the artist just fine. The vocals don't overpower the 808s, the beats, the drums. It doesn't overpower it. Again, I'm not a professional at all when it comes to critiquing music, but hopefully you guys can understand what it is that I'm saying. When it comes to things like kicks, hats, you can hear all of it perfectly fine. Even when I played my own music, let me give you an example of what it is I'm talking about. Let's go to the internals, music, I'm going to go to Ian Music. I'm going to give you an example. This is something that I made, and I'm trying to think, what is it? You try this one. Do I have to press that every time? It's very clear. As a matter of fact, if you could hear this properly, the little woo, the whooshing now noise is actually something that is an instrument on FL Studio. And I used it and I can hear it just fine. The snaps sound just fine because I switched that out instead of a clap. The bass is about to kick in. This song doesn't have much bass at all, so I don't expect much from a speaker, but it sounds exactly the way I made it. Sounds clear. Sounds really good. You know what's crazy? This type of speaker, believe it or not, when I make music in FL Studio, and I know I'm dragging the video on, and I know you're not here for this, but let me just say this part for you guys that want a more in-depth analysis. If you ever use FL Studio, you know there's kicks, there's hats. It starts off with like 4 different instruments, and then you can go into the settings and add whatever it is that you want and make a beat scheme. You can add vocals, whatever it is. Very rare when you make a song, when you play it in a car, if you play it on headphones, depending on how good the headphones you have, that can actually ruin the song. Let me explain. Good headphones can make up for bad sounds. Meaning if your bass isn't quite good enough, the headset will sound good in the headset, but if you play it in a speaker, it can sound like, it'll make these crazy noises like spitting noises like I just did, where the bass isn't balanced correctly. But this Bluetooth, again, does a good job of playing exactly what it is that I personally created. That last song that you heard is something that I did off of FL Studio. Nothing professional, just me testing out the waters, but it sounds really, really good. I don't hear any breakage. If I turn the volume up on a speaker, it sounds very, very clear. So, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm getting a little excited right now. And it's like literally 2:27 in the morning and I'm recording this because I'm at work doing an overnight shift. But regardless, let's go on to the last section. Is this worth the asking price? I kind of answered that already, but I want to tell you about the pros and cons. So if you made it this far into the video and you decided not to skip certain parts, I want to give you a very quick recap. This Bluetooth speaker has 52mm drivers based on what it says on the box. It's Bluetooth 5.0. Do not worry about a battery life because it does not have one. The cord needs to be plugged in order for it to stay on. I'm going to give you an example. The Bluetooth is currently connected right now and it's on. I'm going to unplug it. It's dead. I'm going to plug it back up. It charges.
Power on.
Battery connected.
Connected.
There we go. Just want that to say that real fast. What I will also say is even if you leave it in charging for hours, it won't make a difference. I already tried that. This Bluetooth does not have a battery life because I found that a little iffy, like where's the battery meter? How long does it take to charge it? No, it stays plugged up and that's the end of that story. You unplug it when you're tired of using it or if you need to move it to somewhere else. Though what I will say is the cord on the bottom is a little small, probably about a good 3 feet tall, if even that. So it's not that big of a cord. So if you have a bigger USB, micro USB, by all means use it with this, it will work. Now in terms of sound, like I discussed earlier, but this is for the people that skipped it, the sound sounds very, very clear and very good. Even when you turn it up, I've listened to many rock songs. I played my own music, I played YouTube, I did the Joe Budden podcast. I just wanted to see how well I like the speaker. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like it's going to give you a headache. And what I mean by that is sometimes when you hear louder vocals, it doesn't come out clearly on a speaker. This does a very good job of that. It's a ideal $7 speaker that I would suggest anybody get. Like I said, the only downside is that the battery in it has to be plugged in. So you can't take it from room to room while it's on. It's going to disconnect. You're going to plug it up in a different room and then it's going to reconnect. But in my eyes, that's actually a good thing because it kind of forces you as a customer to keep it plugged in so you won't lose your cords. This is something that I will put like on my nightstand, or this is like for aesthetic reasons. This is something that I will put on my wife's nightstand while she's doing her hair in front of the vanity or something, and she can just turn it on. Though we do have so many speakers at home, I don't need this. I still think it's a very good product. And if you buy this Traxx $7 speaker, which is called the Prismatic Projector wireless speaker, I think that you'll like it. I think that you'll love it. As a matter of fact, it doesn't beat out obviously Anchor speakers and anything like that, But for the $7 price tag, you can't really go wrong. I was a little skeptical about it at first. It was one of the last products that I decided to review. I was sitting on this for like probably, I don't know, a week and a half, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to review it. But every time I go to the store, it's sitting there ready to be purchased. So I figured, you know what? Let's put a review out. And boy, I am super surprised about how well this worked out. But anyway, like and subscribe like always. Apologize for the echo if you guys are hearing that. Like I said, I'm in the basement level doing a quick review, and I wanted to put something on the channel in case someone goes to Five Below, they take a look at this and they're not sure. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. And needless to say, I like the speaker. Pick yourself up one.